All right, Ryan Wright with RNG here, also here with Ross Webby. Everybody knows him as North Rush Kane. Ross, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing really well. It is always busy in recruiting. There's nobody else I'm going to turn to other than you to talk about Miami recruiting. So let's get on to it. I know one big thing, you just recently talked to Judd Anderson. Big get from Miami out of Georgia. Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, I mean, just overall, 6'6", 6'7" is so intriguing at quarterback. I mean, it really is. I mean, effortless thrower. Accuracy issues, I mean, are something that come along, especially with a lot of long arm quarterbacks who are taller. That is something that kind of inherently happens. But he is actively working on this stuff all the time, and I'm excited to have him there. He is a project quarterback. That's one thing I want Miami fans to keep in mind. He is a project quarterback. He's going to take a couple of years, but the upside is absolutely there.
That's awesome. All right. So they got one 2024 quarterback. Is Miami in the market to bring on two in this class, or how are they approaching that position in the 2024 class?
I absolutely feel like we're reaching for two quarterbacks. And in fact, the day after that we got the commit from Judd Anderson, we had Miami Central quarterback J.C. Evans on site. We've also been in contact with Mabry Meditor out of Texas. He's been in touch. He actually was in contact with Cristobal before Dawson got there. And when Dawson got there, that's when they decided to pull the trigger. I've also been in contact with Anthony Maddox, who's committed to Texas A&M. I've done 2 interviews with him. So, sometimes when there's 2 interviews leaning towards my side, it tends to be there's a little bit of interest in Miami there. So it's something to keep an eye on.
And Mabry, he's a Wisconsin commit, right?
Yes, he is a current Wisconsin commit. Yeah, and he's definitely excited about the Wisconsin program. Don't get me wrong. He's very excited about it.
Now, are there any other quick hits with recruiting that's going on right now with Miami?
Yeah, 4-star cornerback Ricky Knight. He is very active with Miami right now. He's going to be making actually an announcement here very soon that Miami fans are going to be happy to hear about. It'll be later this week. Chris Cole, a linebacker from Salem, Virginia, I believe. He's related to Rohan Marley. Miami staff is very, very high on him. He's the new age linebacker, sideline to sideline. Not built as heavy as the 1990 linebackers, but I mean, he is thoroughly athletic and he is very interested in Miami. And I will also say that just recently, Mater Day defensive back Chuck McDonald reached out to me. He made a list about kind of the schools that were interested in him, and he wanted to let me know that Miami was something he was very, very interested in.
That's awesome. Can't wait to find out about Ricky Knight. Love him. Great kid. All right, Russ. Well, hey, I appreciate you updating us, everything Miami. We'll have to check in if something breaks later this week or certainly next week for another update. Thank you.
No problem.